Build community as if your life depends on it, because it does. Why having each other's back matters. When our children were growing up, Karen and I had the good fortune to become part of a women's group that met monthly to talk about our families and our lives, sharing problem solving, friendship, and strength. We showed up for each other in times of trouble. We had each other's backs. Once our children grew up, our monthly meetings ebbed away, but we stayed connected through individual friendships, shared meals, walking dates, and biannual parties. We came together in times of joy and tragedy. And a few times a year, whenever someone felt the inspiration or need, they'd send out a text or email. How about if we gather? Whoever was in town would show up for a morning or afternoon together, in a living room, on a hike, at the beach, wherever. We shared food, ceremony, and a heartfelt check-in. How's it really going? I know how fortunate I am to have such a strong community of powerful women woven into the fabric of my life. Last week, one of our members put out a call in a text, and the responses flew back immediately. I'm in. I'll be there. Great idea. 7 of our 9 original members spent several hours together by the ocean yesterday, eating delicious food, talking about the country and our lives. When we arrived, we gathered in a circle. Kathy led us in an impromptu Qigong exercise that emphasized fierceness and grounding. Karen said, "Let's pass this around the circle." Then she turned to Beth and, standing beside her, placed her left hand flat on Beth's chest and her right hand against Beth's back, Beth sandwiched in between. Karen leaned in and whispered in Beth's ear, barely loud enough for the rest of us to hear, "I've got your back." Beth closed her eyes, and Karen held Beth between her hands for a minute or more, years of embodied caring transmitted silently through her palms. We all deepened our breathing, watching this tangible gesture of love and solidarity slowly pass around the circle. To be held like that, and to hold, was a powerful antidote to the chaos and fear of the past 6 weeks since Trump and Musk came to power. Over lunch, we took turns checking in, each of us talking about what we were feeling, how we were coping, the perspectives we were holding, the actions we were taking. We compiled a list of alternative news sources we were relying on, throwing in the names of movies and TV shows we were watching to chill. As we said our goodbyes, we decided that in this time of chaos and uncertainty, meeting monthly would be a good idea, so we put the next date on our calendars. Community matters now more than ever. So does kindness. Loving, intentional connection makes a difference, whether it's with old and dear friends, fellow dog walkers, folks who check out our groceries, or neighbors on the street. We need to take that extra moment to smile, to chat a little, to meet each other's eyes, to really see each other. One of the biggest control strategies in an autocratic takeover is to divide and conquer, to isolate, to keep people afraid. In whatever ways we can, large and small, staying connected, having each other's backs, is a powerful act of resistance. Now here's your writing prompt. What small, tangible steps can you take this week to show kindness and compassion in your daily life, to build community? How can you commit to making or reestablishing connections that bring a little more loving kindness into our world? I'll give you that prompt again. What small, tangible steps can you take this week to show kindness and compassion in your daily life, to build community? How can you commit to making or reestablishing connections that bring a little more loving kindness into our world? As always, feel free to leave a little bit of your writing or response in the comments.